Trying to understand
the essence of the Buddha's teaching.
Yeah.
Yes. So the essence of the Buddha's teaching is insight, right? Because it's insight that leads to enlightenment. So we need to know, and insight means understanding, a very high degree of understanding. Understanding of what?
Reality.
Realities. And it has to be a reality that is appearing at the present moment. So when you talk about the sense door experiencings, yes, those are realities. They're not the only realities, though. There are other realities also.
Okay. Example?
Well, the mind door and the mental factors that accompany the metta, the karuna, the anger, the
different kind of mental factors.
Different kind
depending
of,
upon situation and time. Okay.
Yes. And for those who develop jhana, of course, the jhana citta can be the object of insight. But that's only relevant to those who had already developed a high level of samatha before they came across the Buddha's teaching.
Okay.
The Buddha didn't teach people to develop jhana
for lay people immediately,
or anyone.
Yeah.
If they had the inclination to do so, or the capacity, he would have supported that, because jhana itself is a fairly high level of kusala. But like he encouraged all kinds of kusala, mundane kusala, but only as an adjunct to the development of insight. So he didn't encourage the development of kusala just for its own sake, without without developing insight also. Yeah.
So it means if there are people who have developed certain level, they can go on.
Say again?
If there are some people who have developed understanding at certain level,
yes,
they can go on, get into jhana and get the insight. That is the meaning what you are saying. That some people do it, like maybe not the lay people. There are some monks and they do it.
How do you know?
I really don't know. Just discussion, intellectual discussion. I'm just putting a
because is there calm now? Is there any understanding of when there is calm, even in the beginning? Because many people think they have attained jhanas. How do we know? Because if there's no understanding now of what is calm, or how the citta can be calm, and what is attachment right now, how can calm be developed? So people think of concentration, they think of concentrating on a kasina, concentrating on breath, and they think of more and more concentration and attaining jhana, but this is not jhana, it's not the development of calm.
Can I ask if one of your teachers has ever told you that you have attained any particular level of...
I don't know that.
No, you haven't been told that you've attained jhana, for example?
No.
No.
It's only people talking here, in the hair. He has attained that, he's attained this.
But have you been told that certain experiences you've had are indicative of making progress on the path?
Yes, that is mentioned, but I'm not able to recall those words.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, getting back then to the essence of the Buddha's teaching.
Yeah.
But you keep asking about jhana. So I'm just wondering why, when we've agreed that jhana is not the essence, you want to know more about jhana.
Not really, but just discussion you were mentioning mentioned certain people who have developed a certain level of understanding. Buddha was, some people he was instructing to do this, that, and all this. Maybe that is for those who have developed certain level. From there I am picking the question.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are some people who have already developed a certain level of understanding, is it meant jhana for them, not for us? That's how I was just trying to relate.
I would imagine the more common scenario would be people who developed jhana before coming across the Buddha's teaching, who developed samatha to a relatively high degree, whether they attain jhana or not, before coming across the Buddha's teaching.
Okay, you mean that group of people you mentioned?
Like the disciples of the Buddha, before they met the Buddha, they had already attained high jhanas before under previous teachers, but no understanding of the truth even a little bit until they heard the Buddha's teachings. So they already had those habits, those accumulations, the Buddha as well as a bodhisattva. But
so
for those who haven't attained those states, what is the purpose? Would you like to attain jhana? What is the purpose?
Yeah, personally I'm not really so keen.
Because the purpose of the path is to let go of clinging to any object, including jhana attainments. It all has to be let go of, because even jhana citas are dukkha. So conditioned, impermanent, not any refuge at all. So the Buddha taught about understanding what appears, not selecting, not dreaming about great metta, not dreaming about great jhana attainment, not dreaming about the results of jhana in heavenly realms, but just understanding what appears now.
So for those people who were already well on the way to jhana, when they first met the Buddha, he didn't say stop developing samatha. He said you can develop samatha, you can attain jhana, but at the same time there is the insight can be developed also. Because attaining insight with the jhana citta as the object of the path consciousness is a higher level of attainment than attaining enlightenment without jhana previously, on the basis of jhana rather. But that's of no relevance to our
us,
situation.
Yes.
I think Vincent should just give a few words for the Chinese participants.
OK 各位大众你们好哈，那个刚刚的简短讨论就是关于那个 samatha。好，那基本上就是说，到底佛陀有没有鼓励去做这件事情呢？禅定哦，但是 jhana， 但是实际整个目的是舍离嘛，所以包括舍离禅定这件事情哦。那禅定并不是必须的，但是有些人在碰到佛陀之前就已经有禅定的修行了。佛陀并没有说你不要修行禅定，但是他说你修行禅定的过程中，你也可以了解，那只是法，并没有人哦。好，所以整个目的还是培养正道，而不是禅定。大壮有没有什么问题想问的？听得到吗？
没有，暂时没有。
暂时没有。OK， 大壮 has no question. I think they are also interested to listen to what people want to know, right?
My question to Prakash is there calm now? Because we're talking about samatha bhavana, is that correct? So samatha, it means calm. So is there any calm now?
Yes.
At what moments?
Now, at this point of time, there is a calmness.
Okay, a moment of seeing, is there calmness?
Moment of seeing? No, seeing only.
Moment of hearing, is there any calm?
No.
at moment of clinging, attachment, is any calm?
No, it's clinging.
Any at moment of ignorance, is any calm?
No.
So it's only at moments of kusala, there is calm. So if there's no understanding of what is kusala and what is akusala, there cannot be any understanding of calm or any development of calm. So for example, if one thinks that when one sits quietly and there are no interruptions and everything is very comfortable, if one thinks that is calm, it's not understanding of calm because it's attachment, subtle attachment. If one walks peacefully in the forest and birds are singing and one feels very calm, but it's not calm.
Okay.
If one focuses on an object, for example, breath or a kasina, or is it calm?
那个刚刚这段是讨论Sarah 问一下那个有没有平静哦？那基本上回答是有平静。那基本上什么时候会有平静呢？看的那一刻是业报嘛，所以它不是有平静，只有7个心所，听也没有。但是在后来在想的时候呢，是不是有平静在那里呢？那你如果贪爱的时候、愉悦的时候是不会有的。有时候你很舒服的时候呢，你可能也以为是平静哦，其实它不一定是平静哦。
At that point of time, there is many more thinking, sometime past events or maybe something for the future, early in the present time.
And what about if there's thinking in the present time, thinking about focusing on breath, on the abdomen or the in and out breath, is any calm?
There is a feeling is not, I'm not saying about pleasant, unpleasant, or that thing, it's opinion. Oh, there is, at the time of sitting or observing something, mind is not much distracted. So it brings some kind of attention and there is a feeling that, okay, I'm getting something out of doing this practice. That is ignorance actually. Right. Yeah, that is an attachment. Want to get something, I'm sitting here.
So can it be calm when it's ignorance and attachment?
Yeah.
And what about, is there any kindness, any metta at that moment? Or focusing on the breath?
It is only thinking of that metta or kindness.
But I think it
is not so natural.
Focusing on the breath.
Yes.
I think not even any thinking about metta at that moment. Yes. Is there any generosity at that moment?
No.
Is there any understanding at that moment?
No.
So it cannot be calm. And even though it seems pleasant and it seems relaxed. If there's no metta, no generosity, no understanding, then it's ignorance.
And can I ask Prakash, what is the role of calm in the development of insight?
When mind is less distracted, we get certain answers to the questions. Example, the yesterday question, I shouted at someone. When I now sit quietly, then the analysis starts. Oh, I would not have said this. Oh, that was my part of the wrong. Okay, next time I will not do this. This kind of analysis makes one to go sit again and again and do this kind of analysis in a quiet place.
I just want to finish this. What's the relevance of that kind of analysis to the development of insight?
Yeah, please.
Very important. You can think about it.
Yeah.
OK， 刚刚好，先讲 Sarah 那一段哈，就是他提到，就是说现在有没有平静呢？那有时候我们可能坐着以为观呼吸啊，或者是观肚子的起伏啊，好像有平静，心比较没有被分心了。 好，以为是平静，其实我们可能把一些没有起伏的感受，或者愉悦、轻微的愉悦的感受，那种放松感，我们把它当成是平静哦，这是第一个可能发生的错误。那第二个就是刚刚 John 问了一个很重要的问题哦，那平静在培养正道上的角色是什么？
Yeah, your question once
So
again.
what's the relevance of that kind of analysis and the associated calm, which you were talking about, to the development of insight?
There is an opinion when someone does this kind of analysis, I can come out of that anger maybe faster than not doing anything. It helps to come out of the situation much faster than doing nothing and be with that.
What Prakash was saying, that analysis part is there, what they quote in Yoniso Manasikara, something like that. If
My suggestion, rather using those words, unless you really understood it, explain in your own language. Then you can learn something better. Sorry for that. Yeah. Because we really don't understood those words.
see, as far as my understanding, any particular situation, Yoniso Manasikara, what I heard or read or something, to introspect, analyze on some thing, so that we'll have a better clarity on that.
I think it is, as you say, mentioned. Yonaso Manasikara is mentioned as one of the 4 factors for development of understanding or enlightenment. But it's reflection on the true meaning of the Buddha's teaching. It's not a reflection on my dosa, or have I done wrong, or how can I be more calm. So that's the context in which Yonaso Manasikara is mentioned in the teaching. So I come back to my question. When we are reflecting on an incident that happened some time ago when I was angry and now I want to be calm, there's no kusala involved necessarily in any of that. It's just anyone who hasn't heard the Buddha's teaching can reflect on their anger and try to get over it. But we come back to the essence of the Buddha's teaching, insight, which is some understanding of a presently arising reality. So, for example, the person who appreciates that this is the crux of the teachings will not think that I have to be calm before there can be any understanding of anything. They will appreciate that when there's anger, that can be the object of awareness and understanding, if it arises, not by choosing it. But so the situation is immaterial to the arising of awareness and insight, because it's any reality currently appearing, whether it's kusala or agusala, nama or rupa.
刚刚这一段很重要哈，就是说基本上回答的人是说为什么平静他们觉得重要，是因为他们给了一个例子哦，在日常生活中可能对谁咆哮啊、生气啊，那个愤怒的冲出来呢，可能在他们认为必须要去反应之前就冲出来了。那他们之后会反省啊，可能会如理作意哦，可能如理作意这个行为是什么？那这样的回答是说，基本上你不用学佛法哈。这边2个重点，第一个如理作意其实是的确是解脱的一个重要的正确因缘条件。不过如理作意的对象是法，是现在正在发生的法，而不是说一个情况里你应该生气，你应该要怎么样反省自己，要平静。所以在这里的对一个真正了解佛法精髓的人呢，他不会认为一定要有平静，因为愤怒也可以成为被了解的对象哦，而不是马上要赶快改变那件事情。所以这里的重点还是到底 平静的角色，到底什么才是真正的佛法的精髓？
So as between anger, having understanding of the anger and trying to let the anger go and be more calm, which is closer to the development of the path as taught by the Buddha.
Would you please repeat the question once again?
Yeah. Which is more kusala, awareness and understanding of anger, or trying to let go of the anger and be more calm?
Let go of anger and be calm is better.
Better than awareness and understanding of the anger.
When I say let go of the anger, meaning of understanding and don't try to do anything out of it. Just be without the situation at that point of time, whatever is there. That is the meaning. I mean, my understanding.
Of the different levels of kusala, such as dana, sila, samatha, vipassana, which is the higher level, which is the highest level of kusala, of a moment of kusala, according to the Buddha's teaching.
Highest level of?
The highest level of kusala, of all kinds of kusala, which is the highest.
Okay, I'm not understanding. These are...
Which is the highest kind of kusala, which is better, understanding or samatha or metta or dana, which is
Understanding is better.
And I have a question. Is it my anger?
It is not.
Okay. Why would one like to get rid of the anger? Truthfully.
OK， 刚刚这一段呢是 John 先问了一个很重要的问题，就是说今天呢哪一个比较重要哈？就是说今天有愤怒，但是也有觉知升起去觉知智慧了解愤怒，这个比较好，还是有愤怒然后培养平静，让愤怒不要升起，哪一个比较好？那基本上当然是第一种比较好，因为第一种的善是更高层次的善哦，就是出世间的这种善，它是了解这个法，即使它是不善的法，也可以真的慢慢了解。那第二种是我们一般可能会追求的世间的善，就是我愤怒，我不希望有愤怒，不管是对自己对别人都不好，所以这两种是不一样。那刚刚 Sarah 是说，那你很诚实的说，为什么你会不想要有愤怒？其实我们就是把它当成是我的嘛，而不是真的去接受它，去了解它是什么。
So back to when there's trying to get rid of anger, is there any equanimity, any calm, any understanding, or
no,
just
not.
I don't want to have anger. So trying not to have anger.
Yes.
If it's pleasant feeling and attachment, no trying. But when it's anger with unpleasant feeling, I am trying not to have it because I don't like my anger.
Yes.
So it's no understanding or calm of any kind, just more clinging.
More clinging to get rid of. Yeah.
And so after spending some time sitting and considering the previous moments of anger and letting them go in your terms and coming to a certain degree of calm, then what?
Maybe something else. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. 刚刚 Sarah 是先说哈，就是说你以为其实是平静，其实是一种更深的直取哦。你可能就是你还是把它当成是我的愤怒，所以你想要把它排除掉。所以其实你的那些努力呢，都只是把它当成是我的。好，这并不是佛法的教导。那刚刚 John 就说，那你就算坐下来，然后比较平静的，然后呢？
After what else is cultivate this kind of habit so that when situation arises in the future, keep applying the same practice again and again so that I'm happy in life.
Yes, but you haven't actually answered the question. So is the calm then is the ultimate destination? Is that it?
It is not, yeah.
So what's the ultimate destination then, having gained the calm that you refer to at that moment?
Yeah.
So following on from that, when you
Yeah.
get to that stage where calm, so is it practice over, get up and have another cup of coffee, or is it then something more?
Yeah, at that point of time, yes, now I'm happy, and something else will come, some other defilement comes up, and then start applying the same thing. Okay, again, cool down, do. Okay, why it came? What was my role? What was other person's role? What was the situation played? Okay, withdraw from that.
So apart from...
Keep doing the same thing again and again.
Apart from wanting to get rid of the anger, there's also the idea that this calm is a basis for seeing other realities that don't normally appear.
Did you understand the question?
So apart from wanting to get rid of the anger, there's also the idea that attaining this state of calm is a good place from which to see other mind states, other defilements in particular, that may not otherwise be appearing.
OK 刚刚这样是说哈，就说你如果平静之后呢，然后呢，那 Prakash 是回答说，平静之后呢，就可以如果又碰到什么污染升起了，可以再继续同样的练习哦。也就是说，然后 John 就问他说，平静并不是终极目标吗？第二个是你认为平静会成为一个你去了解其他污染的一个基础吗？
Yeah, when come out of that particular anger example, now I learned the skill of coming out of that anger by applying so and so, or doing analysis, and keep doing again and again in life situations. It will lead to nibbana.
Like trying to get out of fear, then trying to get out of worry, just trying to get rid of all unpleasant feeling. And isn't that just more and more clinging, trying not to have fear, not to have worry, not to be scared, not to get angry, so that there's just clinging to pleasant feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clinging to pleasant feeling.
Is there, all that.
Always.
That's why Vedana is the second kanda, Rupa kanda, Vedana kanda, because all day there's clinging to pleasant feeling, trying to stop unpleasant feeling.
Yes.
Trying to have pleasant feeling.
Yes.
Nothing to do with, and it's all about my feeling, my unpleasant feeling I want to get rid of.
Yes.
So however much thinking is just clinging to pleasant feeling.
Yes.
Trying to get rid of unpleasant feeling.
Yes.
Leading to more and more clinging. Nothing to do with understanding the path or nibbana at all.
刚刚 Prakash 他是回答说哈，平静，然后看到其他的污染，然后再想办法从那个污染里面出来。那这条路呢，就慢慢靠向涅槃了哦。但是其实 Sarah 提醒他，当你其实你只是想要摆脱不愉快的感受，你可能在恐惧中，你想要摆脱这个恐惧，你想要摆脱焦虑，你想要摆脱什么，其实都只是其实背后都是这个感受在驱使哦。你可能在追求感受，这感受那么重要，它是五蕴的其中一个蕴哦。那所以这个重点还是在，就是你在做这件事情的动机，其实可能只是为了摆脱不愉快的感受，舒服一点而已。
And as a final observation or comment before inviting Ajahn to speak, what you describe about reflecting on the anger and why did it happen, and basically thinking of how it can be avoided recurring next time, right?
Yeah. Not only anger, maybe other life,
Yeah.
defilement, other uncomfortable
Yes, oh,
situation.
yes, everything.
Yeah.
This kind of thinking doesn't do anything to reduce the accumulated tendency for anger or the other defilement. It's only thinking about why it arose on that past occasion, but why it arose is not the situation. Why it arose is the accumulated tendency that has been developed, if you like, accumulated over time. So for each of us there are things that trigger our anger. And sitting down and thinking about it isn't going to stop that, does nothing to reduce, let alone eradicate that accumulated tendency. And so it's only the development of insight, which with understandings, that experiences the true nature of conditioned realities, which can have the effect of reducing and eventually eradicating. And by that is not meant having insight into the anger necessarily, but any reality, any conditioned reality, because in the long term, anger is just another of the many conditioned realities. Nothing special about it, but it has the characteristics which, if experienced by understanding, condition the letting go in the ultimate sense.
好，这里其实非常重要哈，就是说我们在刚提到愤怒的例子哈，你以为平静下来了，然后你去反省那个情况，然后以为就比较不会生气，也许暂时它是可以压制的，但是在累积的习性上，嗔恨并没有被这个习性并没有消除，并没有不见哦，只有在佛法的正道的内观培养，才有可能把它根除。
Are we studying Dhamma now?
No, we're not studying Dhamma.
我们在学习佛法吗？
No, we're thinking about fast, thinking about steps. Yeah.
Thinking about the stories of
Yes.
why I got anger, but what about now? What is Dhamma now?
因为只是在想着为什么我会生气哦，为什么这个情况会生气？这不是学佛法，不是学法。
Yeah.
We are studying Dhamma
Yes, yes.
to understand what Dhamma is there now.
No.
我们学法是为了了解什么？现在有什么法在那里？现在
Considering what is and what is not the path taught by the Buddha
Yes.
is studying the Dhamma.
Yes.
At that very moment, what's there? What are they? Talking about the path, thinking about the path, thinking about this and that. What is Dhamma at that very moment?
在想着那些生气的事情的时候，在说的那些故事的时候，什么法在那里？
So when you say at that moment, which moment, Ajahn, you are saying it?
So many moments. What is there in a moment? Dhamma. What Dhamma is there in a moment?
Many dhammas, seeing, hearing, thinking, all those things. Many.
所以老师问说，因为 prohibited 是问那老师讲的是哪一课？因为很多课，老师就说某一课嘛，什么出现了？那当然 prohibited 说有很多法出现，演示啊、看啊、听啊、在想啊的那些法都在出现。
If we don't talk about it, can there be a moment of thinking about Dhamma?
No.
So, is there manasikara now?
Yes.
What moment?
At the moment of seeing, giving attention while seeing.
如果我们不去讨论法，我们有可能了解法吗？好，那现在老师转到作意这个法 manasikara， 就是他在每一刻都有的心所。好，就是他善的注意还是不善的注意。
There is manasikara, moments of seeing or hearing, but can it be wholesome manasikara? Can it be yoniso manasikara, moments of seeing or hearing?
Yoniso, ayoniso.
At what moments does yoniso manasikara arise? With what kind of citas? Kusala citas. At moments of seeing or hearing, are they kusala citas?
Just moment of seeing kushala. Just moment of seeing.
Is it kusala seeing?
That's what he's saying.
Yes. Because then the thinking part adds. That's why I'm saying at the just seeing without adding anything.
Seeing is vipaka, it's result of karma. At that moment, no kusala, no akusala. It's just result. Hearing, just result. Smelling, tasting, touching, just result. No kusala, no akusala chaitasikas at those moments.
Okay.
Only afterwards there is
different kind of
kusala
chaitasikas.
or akusala citas arise.
Okay.
But seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching are result.
Yeah.
So manasikara arises, 7 chaitasikas that arise with every citta, but no yoniso or ayoniso manasikara.
Okay.
好，这边提到就是 manasikara 呢，其实我们常常会听到是有尼手或阿有尼手，那基本上就是善的注意或不善的注意哦。不过在眼视、耳视这个双五视的时候呢，那个是业报，是 vipaka， 它倒不是在讲善或不善，它讲的是善报或不善报，所以那个时候不是有善心或不善心哦，只是在做这个区分而已。
Earlier, you agreed moment of seeing, no calm. Moment of hearing, no calm. Moment of akusala, no calm. So it's the same. Seeing, hearing, akusala, no yoniso manasikara. So only at moments of kusala can there be calm, can there be yoniso manasikara.
所以当讲到平静这个法的时候呢，它在业报的时候不会出现哦，就是双五视啦，双五视不会出现。然后它在不善心当然也不会一起升起，所以只有在善心的时候，基本上就是在善心的时候它会升起。有分心我们先不讲。
Is there manasikara now?
How can I understand this question?
So manasikara, the chaitasika that attends to the object, is the manasikara now at the moment of seeing or moment of hearing or moment of thinking, any moment?
That's why if we don't understand what manasikara is, how can there be the understanding of manasikara anytime or even right now? Not just the word. I remember manasikara. It's such and such quality or reality, but no understanding firmer enough to understand not just the word. Each word should be considered so carefully to be true to the truth of each Dhamma, little by little. Otherwise, it's just remembering the term, the story, but no firm understanding of the truth of Dhamma at all. So Dhamma is not just the word, this is Dhamma and that is Dhamma, but to understand very firm. What is Dhamma? Any word like manasikara, is it a Dhamma? Why?
That is a real. That is a real.
What is it? Why is a Dhamma?
It
Because
is no
it's
one.
real.
Yeah, it is no one. It is real. And
No one, this is no one, that is no one, but what is manasikara? Just no one? Or different no one by one?
why it is Dhamma?
Yeah. See, this is moment of studying Dhamma.
老师问说，什么现在有没有 manasikara？manasikara 的功能呢，就是去注意哦，注意那个对象。好，那老师问有没有？那基本上，如果你连现在有没有这个法从来都不知道，你又怎么知道它是善的或不善的呢？那个只是在嘴巴一个文字而已哦。我们讲如理作意，就只是文字，4个文字而已。好，那基本上老师再回到法，那什么是法？对法有没有就是真正的了解？所以老师再继续讨论作意这个法。
Manasikara is real at the time of seeing, speaking, and hearing.
It's
That's
real.
why it is real. It is
It's
Dhamma.
real, but what is it?
When you say what does it mean?
What is the nature of it? What is its characteristic? What is its function?
Okay, character is maybe attention and then pass away. Arise and pass away. Bring that attention and arise and pass away. That is a nature and character.
At moment of deep sleep, is there manasikara?
那个 Prakash 他回答那个 manasikara 就是功能啊，它的本质就是去注意啊，比如说注意这个或注意那个，然后他就立刻灭了。老师问说，在深深的熟睡的时候有没有注意这个法？
Yes, it is there.
Why is there?
Because without manasikara, chitta does not arise or experience anything. This is the minimum supporting mechanism to chitta to arise.
So now, what manasikara now? What is the manasikara now?
Ajahn, you're asking different kinds of manasikara.
Okay, is there manasikara now?
Yes, it is there.
It arises with what kind of chitta?
Different kind of chitta.
What kind now?
Kusala chitta.
How do you know that it's kusala?
I am not hungry, that's why I'm saying kusala chitta.
OK， 那老师刚刚那个 Prakash 回答对，深深熟睡也有这个 manasikara， 因为它其实是骗一切心心所，它一定是因为心每个时刻升起都一定有个对象去经验，所以一定需要这个作意这个法去注意这个对象哦。所以任何时刻都有老师问他现在有没有，那现在当然有很多种法，老师问是善的还是不善的注意。那 Prakash 说是善的，老师说你怎么知道是善的？
Is I am not angry the definition of kusala?
That is a kind of dish. Okay, actually I was thinking that way only. So I am not hungry, it is a kushala chitta. I am hungry, it is a kushala chitta. I may be wrong, I don't know.
What about ignorance now? No anger? Is it kusala chitta?
Kusala.
What about clinging now?
Akusala.
Right. So we cannot just say I am not angry, it's kusala.
Okay.
And what about seeing now or hearing now? Any manasikara?
Yeah, manasikara. Yeah, manasikara is there, but I don't know what manasikara is it to answer.
好，那老师刚施老师基本上是问说，那你不能因为说没有生气就认为是善的。那 Prakash 的确是很多人可能会觉得只要没有生气，没有负面的情绪，那个时候心是善的。但是事实上，大部分的时候呢，一天之中有很多的贪爱跟无明在啊，那个都是不善的，其实感受并不是负面的。
Because you said it's attention, you said it has to arise with every chitta because it's one of the minimum 7 chaitasikas that arise at every moment. So now, at a moment of seeing, what does manasikara attend to? What is the object of manasikara?
Manasikara also attends the object.
The object.
那个虽然问的是，其实我有点没有听得很精准啊，他好像是问说，当 manasikara 他作意的对象的时候，当我们在讲法的时候有了解的时候，他作意的对象是什么
Manasikara attends which object? In the same object of what chitta is also attends.
So if it arises with this moment of seeing now, what is the object of manasikara?
See.
What is the object of manasikara?
Okay, I'm not really getting there. What object is it?
Okay,
Yeah.
so manasikara arises with seeing now because it arises with every chitta.
Yes.
So what is the object of manasikara when it arises with seeing?
刚刚的讨论基本上就是说 manasikara 它跟心一起升起哦，他们经验同一个对象，所以当眼识升起的时候，那 manasikara 在作意什么对象？
Not getting.
What does seeing see now?
Seeing?
Yes, what does it see now?
Object.
What object? Does it see sound? Does it see smell?
Yeah, visible object.
Visible object.
Yeah.
So the manasikara that arises with seeing, what does it attend to?
The same
The
visible
same
object.
visible object.
Yes.
When it arises with hearing, it attends to
The sound. Yeah.
for firm confidence.
Yes. Yeah. Now that's a clear.
所以刚只是说厘清，就是说当眼识升起的时候，他看到是色尘嘛，对吧？他不会看到声音，所以那个时候的作意嘛，那其他也是去作意那个色尘，而不是声音。
So as you said, the citta needs manasikara to experience the object.
Yes.
Seeing needs manasikara attending to the visible object in order for it to see it. The other cetasikas, they have their own functions. They all need manasikara in order for them to perform their functions, to focus on the object, to contact the object, to remember the object. So each one has its particular function, but the function of manasikara is to attend to that object, the same object as seeing, the same object that the other cetasikas arising experience.
这就是我们在讲的民法，他去经验的时候呢，心是主要的经验者。那心跟心所他们经验同一个对象哦，在同一个地方升起灭去。那每个心所不同的功能的角色，所以作业心所这个时候他去的功能就去注意这个所缘哦。
So
Can it be yoniso manasikara at the moment of seeing?
it may not be.
It may not.
Because why I said, okay.
It may not or it cannot.
It cannot be.
Sure?
Yeah.
Why not?
The sound itself doesn't make whether it is yoniso or ayoniso. It after hearing the sound that makes based on conditions, whether it is a yoniso or good or not good, or liking or not liking. In that way I said it is not yoniso at the time of hearing.
Okay, now
Yeah.
we've switched to hearing. That's okay.
Yeah.
What kind of citta is hearing?
When you say what kind of chitta is
Is it
hearing means?
kusala, akusala, vipaka, or kiriya citta?
Vipaka.
Vipaka. Okay. So it's vipaka citta. Can the seeing or the hearing, which is vipaka citta, be accompanied by akusala cetasikas or kusala cetasikas at that moment?
那这边还是回到，就是说眼识、耳识呢，它其实是果报心哦。那所以在这个果报心的时候呢，我们不会去谈这个作意心所是善的还是不善的，因为善或不善只在讨论善心跟不善心。所以看啊、听啊这些果报心本来就不会有所谓善的如理作意或不善的如理作意。
So at the time of hearing, it is neither akusala or kusala at the time of hearing. Yeah.
It's a rootless vipaka
Yes.
citta, to be even more precise. It's result citta, vipaka, result of karma, and there are no roots with the moments of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. That means there cannot be any kusala or akusala cetasikas arising at those moments.
Same with manasikara, right? At the time of hearing,
The
it is just a manasikara.
just attends the object,
Attends.
but it cannot
It is not
be...
ayoniso or yoniso.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
it's the same applies. Yes.
所以这边也是在厘清，就是在那一刻呢，是不会有所谓去善的注意这个所缘的声音，就只是去注意声音，并没有善或不善。
To be more precise, it's the same kind of mental factor as the citta. So if the citta is vipaka, then the mental factors are vipaka also. So it's for that reason that,
Yes.
not because of the object,
Okay.
it's because the citta itself is vipaka, so the manasikara mental factor is vipaka.
所以主要还是心是善的还是不善的，还是果报还是为作，那跟着心所就是同样的本质哦。
Can we little bit understand about vipaka?
Yes, and it's a deeper and deeper topic. So we know that some dhammas are conditioned by karma, some rupas are conditioned by karma, such as eye sense, ear sense, masculinity, femininity, heart base, and so on. So the rupas are a result of karma, but they're not vipaka. They're conditioned by karma, but they're not vipaka. But the chittas and cetasikas that are the result of karma, these are vipaka.
My question immediately comes is then what is the karma? I'm just
Right. Okay. That's why Ajahn says one word at a time.
Yeah.
好，那刚刚 Prakash 说什么叫 vipaka 哈？那下来这边很快解释一个很重要的区分呢，就是 vipaka 我们一般讲到的这是业报嘛，果报。可是这里要区分的 vipaka 是指心跟心所。好，那像我们讲的眼跟耳根，那个是业带来的结果，可它不叫 vipaka， 因为 vipaka 是一个跟善跟不善有关的，但是业带来的结果呢，那只是带来摄法，那个摄法本身没有善跟不善哦。
Okay, so what reality is karma? This is the question, because we hear about karma, people talk about results of karma, such as the floods in India. This is not a result of karma. The results of karma are cittas, cetasikas, and rupas, particular cittas, cetasikas, and rupas. Thinking now is not the result of karma, but seeing is, hearing is. So what is the reality of karma?
所以这边有提到业，对你讲业报不能够不提业啊，那是业带来的结果，对不对？所以我们在想的时候呢，其实这个时候是善或不善的想，这个时候是跟业有关哦。这个时候可能有无明或没有无明的累积。那基本上，那我们讲的业报呢，刚刚讲过分两种哈，就是果报心或者是业带来的摄法。
Do you have any idea?
No idea.
Okay, another reality we haven't discussed these few days is Chaitana Cetasika. Chaitana is another Dhamma that arises with every citta.
Yes.
Chaitana is karma, karma is Chaitana. So at a moment of seeing or hearing, we know Vedana is a Dhamma that arises at each moment. We know Manasikara is a Dhamma that arises at each moment. We know that Vedana arises at each moment. I've said that. Ekagata, which focuses on the object, concentration, arises at each moment. Chaitana is another Cetasika that arises with each citta. When it arises, like now, of seeing or hearing, it has the function of coordinating the other Cetasikas or citta together, like a head pupil coordinates all the other pupils to perform their tasks. This is the function of Chaitana at every moment in life.
那这边讲到哈，业是什么？业就是意图哦，意图就是业。那意图在巴利文叫 jetana， 那 jetana 呢，它是每一颗的心都有这个 jetana， 所以它可能是有善的或不善的，或者是果报。那每一颗心呢，7个心所呢，我们就不很快讲，就是基本上会有接触，会有触，然后会有感受，会有记忆，会有刚刚讲的作意。还有这个思心所，还有这个生命的心所，或者7个，每一颗都会有的心所。那刚刚 Sarah 提到这个心所，第一个功能就是所谓的 coordinate， 就是班长哦。因为心升起的时候呢，有很多的心所一起，所以这个思心所是所有的心所的班长，去统合他们做他们该做的事情。
So there is karma at every moment, Chaitana, Cetasika, and in addition, at moments of kusala or akusala, it also has the function of willing that kusala or akusala at those moments. So when there is dosa, it wills the akusala, wills the dosa to arise. So it's not I who is making the anger arise. The Chaitana is willing that particular kind of Chitta and Chaitasikas at that moment. At this moment of understanding, it is, in addition to coordinating the Chitta and Chaitasikas, it's also willing the Kusala.
What do you mean by willing?
Like motivating the Kusala or to arise at the moment of understanding. So it's like encouraging the Kusala to arise.
Can you encourage both? Kusala or akusala? Or it only encourages
One moment,
kusala?
at a moment of Kusala, it can only encourage or will Kusala. And at a moment of akusala, such as dosa, it can only encourage that particular kind of akusala.
It's like you want to will the Vedana to be the object to be experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
your
it's
will.
the Chaitana that wills,
So
not you or I.
Chaitana
Right.
has two functions. One is a coordinate, what you said.
And
Second one is a
willing the kusala or akusala. Just
So-
have a translation.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Right. OK。接下来是 Jetana 这个心所的第二个功能，其实是我们平常所熟知的业哦，就是意志力。好，所以当你想要去意志力，你有个意志想要去报复或攻击或骗人，那个时候嗔恨心所就会升起了。好，所以这个时候的业呢，当然是不善的业力在累积哦。那这边意志其实也不是你或我，对不对？这是重点。
So at the time of hearing, how it coordinates?
You asked what is karma.
Yes.
So Sarah's still
I just
explaining what is karma.
Continue on a little more. So now, at this moment of seeing or hearing, the Chaitana, the Karma, is just coordinating the Chitta and Chaitasikas. At other moments now, when there's clinging, attachment, or ignorance, or maybe moments of wise considering, it's willing the Chitta and Chaitasikas in that wholesome or unwholesome way. When that Chaitana is very strong, it wills in a strong way. For example, if the anger is very strong, the Chaitana is very strong, and it can condition bad deeds like harsh speech or killing mosquitoes, for example. At those moments of willing strongly in an ankusala way, that karma, that Chaitana, can bring results later, such as the unwholesome birth, moments of akusala vipaka, seeing of unpleasant objects, hearing of unpleasant objects, and so on. At moments of willing strongly in a wholesome way, for example, at moments of right understanding, generosity, giving gift, and so on, then it's strong enough that it can bring results that of kusala vipaka, such as happy rebirth, seeing desirable objects, hearing pleasant sounds, and so on. So when we talk about karma, it's a deep topic, but it always refers to Chaitana, Chaitasika, when we're talking about ultimate dhammas.
Always refers to the Chaitana, Chaitasika arising with a kusala or akusala citta.
好，那这边还是很重要，就是我们讲Jetana 的第二个功能就是意图、意志力。我们讲的善或不善，当有以一个很强的不善的方式的意图、意志力要去，比如说跟嗔恨一起，那就可能会发生去骂人啊、打人、攻击别人的这种行为。那当然，这样子的业就会在未来带来一个可能不快乐的再出生在不好的地方，或是有很不愉快的经验了。那同样的，这个意志力、这个意图，如果是以一种很强的善的方式，那一样也会带来善报。在未来条件成熟。
To clarify, there is karma at every moment in life, but the karma that can bring results can only arise with kusala or akusala chittas that is strong enough to bring those results. Like some attachment now, it's just akusala that accumulates. It doesn't bring results. Just annoyance now, but no speaking out harshly.
Okay.
There is karma, but it doesn't bring results.
OK， 刚刚讲的就是说，当这个 Jetana 它的业呢，以一种善或不善的行为的力量呈现的时候，还有说不是很强的时候，比如说你现在轻微的贪爱或嗔恨，那不至于会在未来带来业报，但是它会累积。那这边讲的就是说会带来果报的，大概就是要一定程度的强度才会。
Okay. A question. Chetana, at the time of hearing, when you say it coordinates, how can understand that? It coordinates chitta and some chetasikas, you said. So, at the time of hearing, how can I understand that?
How can you understand the function of Chetana?
Chetana, coordination, role of coordination.
Well, you don't need to understand it, really. In what sense do you want to understand it? Directly understand it, or understand it in just conceptual terms?
Yeah, intellectual understanding.
Or theoretical understanding first, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Theoretical
it's
understanding.
coordinating the other cetasikas, but that's not something that can ever be the object of awareness and understanding, that particular aspect of Chetana.
Okay.
Except very highly developed understanding, perhaps, but we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves there.
Okay.
It would be better to ask, how can I understand seeing an invisible object, for example, or anger, or whatever. But the level of detail there is way beyond what is relevant to having a better understanding of the essence of the Buddha's teaching.
Okay.
Like now, Vincent is coordinating the Chinese and English speakers, so together we are looking at those who are at home, coordinating everyone together so everyone can listen. So this is like the function of Chetana, coordinating, bringing together the other Chetasikas and the Chitta so they can each perform their function. Like the example I gave of the head school student who coordinates the other prefects to perform their tasks.
那刚刚 Prakash 他是在问说，那个 Chetana 的第一个功能是 coordinating 就是统合所有的其他心所一起去执行他们的功能。那他对这个事情他不太能够了解。那John他给他的建议是说，这个可能在理智上，我们只能在理智上了解哦。这种细节呢，我们是没有办法直接去了解的。那不像现在有眼视在看，有色尘被看到，有愤怒起来，他们比较近。那个比较远的是远超过，只有很高的智慧才有机会去了解。那还不在我们目前能够接近的范围哦。所以刚刚 Sarah 讲了一个例子，就是说我们好像我在帮忙统合一些事情，可以完成这样子。
You're from India, right? So the captain on the cricket field coordinates all the players, tells the fielders where to go, decides who will be bowling next, lets the batsmen go one by one. So the captain has that task of coordinating.
Okay. And the second one you said of
willing the kusala or akusala. It's like activating or encouraging, making it possible for the kusala or akusala to arise. Like usually we think of, I'm willing Vincent to translate in Chinese. Actually, no one to do any willing, but there is the willing, the encouraging him to translate now.
那么第二个功能就是意志力就是我们讲的意图，那就是业是善的或不善的意图。所以你以善的意图去做这个或那个事情，或不善的意图去做这个那个事情呢，它是会带来不同的结果。这个是新的状态，而不是表面的行为。
For example, there can't be bodily action without the intention to do so. There can't be speech without the intention to form the words. So, Chetana is what is willing those things.
Willing is intention.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And That's why it's usually translated as intention. Yes, intending.
Okay.
Intending to speak harshly at the moment of when anger arises.
But just a word of caution, not every conventional instance of intention is necessarily Cetana performing its function. So if we have a strong intention to do something, there's all sorts of mental factors involved in that apart from Cetana, such as manasikara or chanda, and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Or chanda, right?
Yeah.
OK 所以这边就是说，业呢就是意图哦，那善或不善。那但是刚刚这样提到说，我们传统上讲意图的时候，可能不只是这个法，有很多的法一起。
Nana, do you have another deep topic? Do you have any questions so far or any terms you would like clarified?
I have a question. I'm curious, how did, like, you mentioned a lot about mental factors, and I heard a lot of terms, a lot of different Cetasika, and they all have different features, different functions. So I was wondering, how did Buddha find these? Like, I can understand. I think reality is something that's more not natural for me to understand. I think, but like Chitta and Cetasikas, I think I just don't know how this happened. How did he find it?
娜娜品云这边的问题就是说哈，这几天谈到很多的心啊、心所的讨论，那他是很好奇说，这个是怎么被发现的？心跟心所这么多，怎么可以发现的这么清楚，一个一个的
When there's doubt, like maybe some doubt now, is it the same as anger?
In terms of what?
When doubt arises, is it the same quality or the same kind of reality as anger?
No.
No, completely different. So they are both realities. You said before it's clearer when we just talk about realities. So when we talk about mental factors, we're still talking about realities, but they're different realities from seeing and hearing. So doubt is one reality. Anger is another, completely different. The one we're talking about at the moment, intention, like intention to speak, intention to hear, intention to be kind, intention at each moment is another kind of reality. And the one we were speaking about before, manasikara, attention, attending to the object at each moment, is another one. So the Buddha could describe and explain to us what all the different mental factors in life are that arise at different moments. They are all different kinds of realities, and they all experience the same object as the citta they arise with.
基本上那个 Sarah 先解释给了一个例子哦，就是怀疑、疑法跟那个愤怒。现在你知不知道他们是不一样的？其实我们是可以知道他们是不一样，因为他们不同的特色嘛。那个在看的啊，在听的、被听到的，这些我们都知道它是不一样的，因为他们是不同的法、不同的特色跟特征跟功能哦。那当然有一些其实是很细的，刚刚提到的像作意啊，或者是我们讲的意图啊，这些在我们日常生活中我们可以注意到有这些东西。如果没有背后有这些法，当然就不会有这些的名称出来了。所以其实有一些是我们可以注意到的，但是佛陀发现的当然远比这个更深哦。
And he could find them all because of his great wisdom. This is how the Buddha could describe every reality that arises in the day, from the moment of waking up to the moment of going to sleep, and even during sleep. He could, because of his very great, we call it omniscient wisdom, he could know exactly what mental factors, we call them cetasikas, arise with each citta, even in sleep or at any time now. And because of this great wisdom, he was able to teach and share the small amount of his great knowledge that there is a possibility for us to begin to consider and understand.
所以是因为佛陀无可无比至上的智慧哦，他可以发现这些从早上睡醒第一刻到睡觉，甚至在睡觉中都可以知道，他只要就是那个心是智慧是可以去知道任何一刻有什么事法在那里，甚至那一刻有什么多好心所在那里，他都可以很清楚的知道。也因为他这个无比的智慧呢，他转了法轮，分享了那么他一点点跟四圣谛有关的智慧，让我们知道，我们才有机会了解一点点真相是什么。
For example, the other day we were talking about one of these mental factors, which is feeling. So he taught at every moment in life there is pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling, or the feeling that's neither pleasant or unpleasant. So is it true that at some moments, even now, there is pleasant feeling, and at some moments when maybe there is confusion or there's boredom, that there is unpleasant feeling, and sometimes neither? Is it true?
Yes.
所以现在的例子就是说感受哈，感受我们前几天也提到，就是说它可能愉快的，或者是不愉快，或者是中性的，它可能很细微哦。那现在每一刻都在改变哦，那这些是不是正在发生呢？
So as Ajahn was stressing, the study of Dhamma is not just collecting terms and details and different words, but beginning to consider and understand a little bit more about life now. Moments of seeing, moments of hearing, thinking with pleasant feeling, thinking with unpleasant feeling, thinking wisely or unwisely, just different dhammas. And why do we learn about this? To begin to understand no I that is experiencing. It's not my anger or my pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling, just different dhammas arising and falling away by their conditions.
所以就像老师提醒我们，不是只是文字上而已，而是现在它正在发生。现在生命是什么？现在生命是不是在看或在听或在想？是善的想，有智慧的想，还是没有？是不善的想？那了解这些细节，为什么要知道这些？要去了解，在经验的并不是我，这才会解决一切问题。
So it's exactly what you have heard before, Nana, but just adding a little more detail, considering about one or two more realities each time, and there's more and more to study. So it's not a simple topic that one can study for a year and then finished. A little more, a little more.
所以就是一次一个或两个法，我们把它讨论清楚，慢慢的累积，它不是一个短暂的时间，一年或什么时候就可以把它很迅速的完成的。
Does that make sense, Nana? A little more sense?
Yes.
And I think you asked about citta in particular. And so these mental factors that are more easy to understand because they're more apparent cannot arise on their own. There can't be a moment of just feeling or just liking. The mental factors arise together with the moment of consciousness. So the moment of consciousness, what we think of as a moment of consciousness, is the principle, the main experiencing of the object, together with the mental factors that flavour that experiencing. And that when I talk about the main experiencing, that's the citta. That's what is meant by the citta. So we can think of citta as being roughly the same as a moment of consciousness. But in fact, the moment of consciousness is the citta and the various mental factors together.
那这边提到哈，就是说品云想知道的是跟心也有关系哦。这前两天那心呢，一般心所我们好像比较容易辨别哦。但心常常被讲是最深的那个，那 在这个去经验的，其实我们讲的意识里面呢，其实有我们的意识，其实是含心是主要的那一个去经验的。好，虽然说我们讲意识的时候，大概就是指心，那其实整个去经验也有心所。
For example, the moment of just seeing or hearing or experiencing hardness, there's the moment of consciousness, and the mental factors are not particularly apparent because there's no liking or disliking it, or the feeling may be neutral feeling, not really anything that we can particularly put our finger on, neither pleasant nor unpleasant.
Too hot.
And so that is that is the moment of consciousness, the citta. Thank you.
那么在看听闻尝碰的时候呢，其实基本上除了碰以外呢，看听闻尝的时候，那个感受是中性的，所以其实看可能比较明显一点，其他的心所并不会出现哦。那在碰触的时候，其实因为感受是舒服或不舒服，所以有时候会比较明显。
Any more questions, Nana, or comments?
It's just
So-
not really.
How about Ramesh? So Ramesh, is there seeing now?
Yeah, seeing.
Is there manasikara at moments of seeing?
Yes, it is there.
Can there be yoniso manasikara at moments of seeing?
Yes, careful attention.
At the moment of seeing?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No,
No, not sure.
not sure.
Yeah, because we said seeing is just the result of karma. There are no wholesome or unwholesome roots at that moment.
Yes.
So seeing just sees what is visible. There has to be manasikara arising with it, attending to the object that is seen, but only afterwards, when kusala or akusala cittas arise, wholesome or unwholesome cittas arise, only then can there be yoniso or ayoniso manasikara, not at the moments of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting and touching.
Yeah.
那这边在讲的还是说，在看的时候呢，其实那个时候的 manasikara 是并没有所谓善或不善哦。在看之后呢，对这个经验喜欢或不喜欢的时候，才会出现善的注意或者不善的注意。
And at the moment of just seeing, is there any idea of people and things seen?
Come again?
At the moment of seeing, of experiencing the visible object, is there any idea of seeing people and things?
People like.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Because that idea of people and things is a concept that follows after the moments of seeing. It needs many, many moments of actual seeing to have a concept of room full of people and different objects. But they are different moments from the moments of seeing, experiencing visible object. Just like the understanding of what is being spoken are moments of thinking that follow after the moments of hearing the sound. At the moments of experiencing sound, there's no understanding of what is being said, what meaning it has, who is speaking, that sort of thing. That is all thinking moments that follow after moments of pure experiencing of sound.
Sound.
那这边讲的就是说，刚这样问说，在看的那一刻有没有任何人或东西的想法？答案是没有。看的那一刻只有那个可以被看到的被看到。开始有人跟东西的时候，就像现在周围那个是已经在思考，已经在想了。同样的，当我们说听到这个话有没有听懂，有没有智慧去思考，那个也是后来，也不是听的那一刻。听的那一刻只有声音被听到，声音那个时候只是被听到。后来去思考有智慧或没智慧，是后来的时候。
So at the moment of what we call seeing now, when there are people and things appearing, what is the reality of that moment, of those moments?
Come again?
Yes.
while seeing the thing?
At the moment, right now, there is, conventionally we would say there is seeing of people and things, right?
Yes.
What is the reality? What kind of moment of consciousness is that thinks we are seeing people and things?
Just an idea.
Yes. So the moment of consciousness is thinking, a kind of thinking.
Yes.
Yes, not the actual moments of seeing. Right.
所以这边是厘清哦。当我们在传统上，我们说看看周围有人跟东西，看到人，可是事实上那个时候其实是在想，看的那一刻并没有人跟东西哦。
And those moments of consciousness of thinking we see people in, or having the idea of seeing people in things, conceptualization, they are not result like the moment of seeing. They are either kusala or akusala, depending. So for the most part, because there's no particular form of kusala involved in what is being seen, it'll be some kind of a kusala in a day.
I didn't get you.
Right. So
Prakash can answer.
when you said it's just an idea, right?
Yes.
The people and things.
Yes.
The idea is the product of thinking.
Yes.
And the thinking consciousness must be either kusala or akusala.
Yes.
Because there can't be thinking that is neutral. Because the kinds of consciousness...
I need to understand the kushala and akushala.
Okay.
That terminology I have not
Right.
yet understood.
Can you explain? Do you know kusala and akusala? Kusala is wholesome,
Yes.
like
Generosity.
respect, consideration, understanding the Dhamma. These are all wholesome kinds of consciousness. Akusala is attachment, anger,
Greed.
ignorance, greed, envy, regret, expectation.
Okay, I understood.
Right. So,
Vipaka is a neutral. Vipaka is a neutral.
well, vipaka is neither kusala nor akusala. We don't call it neutral, we call it vipaka. Result.
Okay.
The kusala and akusala jittas are basically cause. Because, as Sarah explained, if the attachment or regret or anger is strong enough, it may condition deeds that bring result.
So that is why it is cause. Those are cause.
Both.
Both.
So that is why it is capable of being cause.
Okay.
So it's never result.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Vipaka doesn't have capable of being cause.
Vipaka is not capable of being
cause.
No.
Okay.
That is the moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching.
Okay.
Those moments can never be cause.
You don't enjoy the food and accumulate to enjoy more food. It's good taste.
Okay.
刚刚这一段就是在讲说，就是看的时候呢，其实是还没有去看到人跟东西，那个是想的时候。那想的时候呢，一定是善或不善哦。所以想的时候，可能是有慈爱呀、有布施，或者是有了解，或者是不善的，可能有嗔恨啊、贪爱，或者是悔恨、焦虑等等。那这个就是善跟不善的想。所以当我们看到人跟东西，其实以为是看，但是在想，而且那个在想呢，通常已经是不善的在想了。
Shall we just ask if Dajuan or Pal or Yong at home would like to ask any question? Dajuan, anything you would like to ask now? Or Pal or Yong?
有没有问题想问呢？
我没有。
问题那个我就是听下来啊，因为我现在在高铁上嘛，听下来就是感觉到这个，一个是就是生命的那个一个系统，还有一个就是生命的那个功能，就是说，就是我们平常都是活在生命的功能当中，并不了解生命这个本身。
He's on the high speed rail。大壮，你说， 大壮，你说生命的功能跟生命的什么？
生命本身。
生命本身。Okay, and 大壮 is asking about life itself and the function of life in general, right?
So what we're talking about now is life. Seeing now is life. Hearing now is life. Manasikara is life. Vedana now is life. Chaitana is life. So life is just this very moment, from moment to moment. Sometimes we talk about the world right now. We think of the world on the high-speed train, or the world in China, or the world in Bangkok. But actually the world is seeing now, hearing now, different realities arising and falling away. The Buddha said, this is the all. That's all there is. This is life. One chitta after another, one moment of experiencing after another, some moments which are results, some moments which are wholesome, some moments which are unwholesome, on and on. He talked about the 3 rounds, the round of akusala, lobha, dosa, moha, conditioning karma, and then karma that can bring results, and then the results themselves. So akusala and kusala, karma that can bring results when it's strong enough, and then the results. So it's round and round and round, life after life, moment after moment.
Yes, when there are results.
John, this is a long.
One more bit.
Okay.
There is reacting to the results with kusala and akusala, so that's why it keeps going round in the circle.
Right. Okay. 刚刚这边讲了生命啊，生命本身是什么？生命就是能够去经验啊，所以现在正在发生什么？这一刻的生命，可能在看，可能在听，可能是业的结果，可能在善的业或不善业的累积哦。那么这一刻就是生命，生命这一刻不同的法出来，有不同的法在执行不同的功能。那么但是世界是什么？世界我们会想说啊，我们在搭高铁的世界，我们在曼谷的世界。但世界是什么？世界就是这一刻的生命，这一刻的法正在升起灭去，这一刻就是法，就是生命了。那什么是轮回呢？从这角度来讲，我们想的传统上的轮回是有另外一个想法，这是现在就在轮回。佛陀解释，现在一些不善的污染的累积啊，它就是遇到一些业报的时候呢，舒服或不舒服的经验，那么对这个起反应呢，又有善或不善的反应，这样不断的累积，不断的循环，一直在这里循环呢，这就是现在这一刻就在轮回里。
Life is that which experiences an object.
生命是什么？是那个在经验一个对象的。
Is that true?
是不是真的呢？
The answer?
Dajuan. The answer from Dajuan, please.
大壮，生命就是对。He said yes, I think.
Yes.
So, is life real?
那生命是真的吗？
是真的。
Yes.
Is there life now?
现在有没有生命？
有。
Why?
为什么？
因为有个去经验的，
Because
被经验的。
Because there's experience and object of being experienced.
So now, the reality which arises to experience the object is life.
所以现在那个升起去经验的那个就是生命哦。
Is it true?
Yep.
And that is the beginning of Satya Barami, be true to the truth.
那么这个是开始培养真实真诚波罗蜜哦，对真相诚实。
We don't know what is there right now, but the moment of hearing about the truth of it, to be true to the truth of that very moment.
我们是不知道真相的，一直到我们听到这个真相的描述哦。
Is the beginning to understand the truth of everything in life.
这是开始去真正的知道到底生命中在发生什么事，这一切。
So now, is life real?
所以生命是真的吗？
是真的。
Yeah.
Okay. And whatever is real is a Dhamma.
是真的， 不管是什么，只要是真的，叫做法。
To be true to the truth more and more, little by little. What else is Dhamma?
对这个真相，法的真相，一点一点的了解。还有什么是法呢？什么是法？
What else means other than hearing, seeing? Okay. Yeah. The feeling is Dhamma. Attention is Dhamma. Now we were discussing about Chetana is Dhamma.
现在还有什么法呢？比如说感受啊、作意啊、意图。
Is there just one kind of Dhamma, or there are so many different?
So many.
Okay. So, Chetana is Dhamma, right?
Yes.
What is it?
Chetana, how can I explain that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
the intellectual, what we just listened and discussed, it coordinates, and it is a willing or intention, and it arises with chitta, each chitta.
Is there Chetana now?
Yes.
What kind of Chetana?
It is just Chetana, there is no name to it.
Is Chetana someone?
No.
What is Chetana?
Chetana is Chetana, it is not me or someone.
Yeah, it's a reality.
It is reality. Yeah.
So a little more confidence of the truth. Be true to the truth a little more in order to let go the idea of I see or someone think or someone like all Dhammas. Is the
这边刚刚进行的那个什么叫觉察呢？就是我们回到刚刚讲的这个法有两个作用，就是 coordinate 跟它的意志力去善或不善的意志意图哦。那老师刚刚问了说，那他是谁吗？他不是谁啊，他意图就只是意图，他不是谁。
In order to let go the idea of self or something, there has to be a little more understanding of each reality.
所以，对，为了要更能够了解真相，慢慢的放掉，是一个一个法，不是只有知道一个法而已，是还要一个一个知道其他法。
At moment of seeing, what else is there?
At the moment of seeing various chetasikas, different chetasikas.
Just Cetasika.
No, there is attention is there. There is feeling happens, and there is a concentration is also there.
Why are they Cetasika?
Question. Why they are chetasika? They are real. They are real. They also experience the same object.
They experience the same object as what?
As what means while seeing they also see that. While hearing they also hear that. That experiences the same object.
The same object
Same.
as what reality? They accompany what kind of reality?
When you say what kind of same reality, they
As same reality as what?
what do you mean by same reality has?
Okay.
Yeah.
Which reality is chief in experiencing the object?
Chitta.
Cheetah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
experience
So they
the same
accompany the
object as the
Chitta
cheetah is what?
experiences.
Yes.
And what is the differences between Citta and other realities which experience the object?
Chitta is the key, primary, and other realities they does small work. Example, manasikara is just given attention, but it cannot completely understand everything. Its job is only give attention. It does the small work, but Chitta does everything and it experiences everything. It gets comprehend
not comprehend, not understand, not attend. The cheetah just clearly experiences the object as it is. Seeing just sees what is visible clearly. It doesn't focus, it doesn't understand, it doesn't attend, it doesn't contact, doesn't feel pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. It just is the chief in experiencing the object as it is. But the other Chaitasikas, I wouldn't say they are small. They all play a very vital role.
Maybe I'm trying to interpret it that way. Supporting
It's
is the right word.
You try telling the Indian cricketers that are not the captain, that they're just small. Then they all play an important role on the team. Yes.
好，这里很快就是说，心，老师说在看的时候，除了心还有什么？其实他说这边讨论的是心所，其实还有色尘跟眼根哦。那这边讲的就是说，其实心所呢各自有各自的功能，它跟心是经验同一个对象啊。老师问什么是心哦？心就是他去知道那个对象，但他并不会喜欢，也不会干嘛，那是其他心所的功能。
So without supporting from Chetasika, Chitta cannot experience finally, isn't it? Yeah.
Can Chitta arise without Cetasika?
No, Ajahn.
Can Cetasika arise without Chitta?
No.
Can Chitta arise without Cetana?
No.
Yes.
No.
Very good. Be true. To the truth. What? Yeah.
So we talked earlier about manasikara. Can seeing see the object without manasikara?
Seeing?
Can it see what is visible without manasikara attending to the object?
No.
No. Can it see the object without concentration focusing on the object?
No.
No. Can it see the object without passa contacting the object? No. Can it see the object without cetana coordinating the citta and cetasikas? No. So seeing cannot arise without cetana. Cetana has to arise with every citta, just like manasikara arises with every citta, the concentration arises with every citta, the contact, the feeling, and so on.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question here. If Chaitanya coordinates, why this is not cheap?
Why? Nothing.
the one which coordinates everything.
It's like the captain is in charge and coordinates, but the real chief is the coach, the head coach, that tells the captain what to do.
The board of selectors.
Yes, exactly. Just on the field, he's the chief, but the head one, the cheetah, is the chief one above all the cheetah seekers. Yeah.
Maybe like king and prime minister.
Yeah.
The king is the Chitta in the Sutta, right? 刚刚这边解释就是说，就是说还是心跟心所，就是说每一刻是不是一定有觉察呢？答案是啊，因为你不可能每一刻在经验的时候没有记忆力、没有感受、没有接触、没有去注意，那你需要每一刻，你需要这个觉察去统合这个法。那刚刚 Prakash 问了说，那为什么主要的经验者不是觉察而是心呢？ Okay.
And they be ministers without the prime minister?
No, minister is required. No, together they required.
Ministers without a prime minister. All ministers can elect one prime minister.
That's why we learn a little more of different realities. Even they arise together and experience the same object. But what experience the object so clear? Clearer than the other. Yeah. Because the other has its quality, its characteristic and its function, not the function of experiencing the object clearly, not as clear as citta. That's why I begin to understand different function, different kinds of citta and cetasikas. We have to learn more because any moment there cannot be just only citta, there must be cetasikas to make it different moments.
So Chaitanya can coordinate, but it can't see, it can't hear.
这边很重要，就是说心是那个去经验清楚的去经验的，其他心所也会经验。那刚刚师父就讲说，比如说意图就没有办法去看，他也没办法去听，那个去看的是心，去听的也是心哦。心就是很清楚的去经验，知道他正在经验的对象。
And I know it's almost lunchtime, but I just wanted to address one point raised by Da Zhuang, because he asked about the purpose of life. And I wanted, that's right, isn't it?
Function of that, but I think good to mention about purpose. I think that he will be interested to know.
Yes. As long as there have been committed deeds that will bring result, there can be no end to life. Except for the person who has attained final enlightenment. And that final enlightenment cancels all outstanding karma that has not yet brought its result. So for us, it's not a question of what is the purpose of life, but the reason life is and will continue is that deeds have been done in the past that have not yet brought their result, and there is ignorance that will be the basis for performing more such deeds in the future, and so it will go on and on. So not a purpose, but a reason, and that reason lies in the past and the present ignorance.
刚刚就是说生命是什么哈？那生命的功能、生命的目的是什么？那John这边分享他的看法，什么叫生命的目的哦？就说其实当我们讲整个轮回结束的时候呢，那是因为有达到阿罗汉了嘛，那最后无明被根除了，就不再有继续出生这件事情。所以与其是去思考什么是生命的目的，而是去了解为什么会有这个生命呢？这个生命有无明带来的各种善。当然也会有当然带有各种不善，这些业呢的累积带来结果再出生。好，那这业也包括有善业会带来再出生哦。所以其实是这个原因、这些理由在造成有生命这件事情。所以而不是去思考生命的目的是什么，是生命为什么会这样子发生，是什么的理由，是这些无明，好，这些过去的无明造成这个不断的有所谓的法的升起灭去，所谓的生命哦。
So in brief, as the Buddha taught, ignorance is the condition for birth, life after life. It's a condition for whatever arises in life, kusala, akusala, vipaka, any Dhamma. Without ignorance, no new life. Yeah.
这也是佛陀解释12因缘呢，为什么会一再的轮回？他解释是原因，第一个就是无明，因为无明，所以一再有出生。
So thanks everyone at home, and we're pausing for lunch now.
One more question. Is there you or anyone or anything?
老师再问一个问题哦，有没有你？有没有任何东西呢？
That's true. Be true to the truth. On and on, little by little, until wrong understanding has been ultimately eradicated, never to arise again.